I want to start this powerful video with a dream I had in 2015 that there was an earthquake. Okay, God was going to send an earthquake. In fact, I've done quite a few videos on prophecy based on Britain and America and why this curse was hitting the nation. And what's interesting, after I had the dream in 2015, Britain voted to have a referendum in 2016 to leave Europe. And suddenly, I remembered the dream I had. And I started making videos in 2019. And in advance, I said that Britain was going to be cursed. But all the fake prophets, all the false teachers that you pay your tithes to, that can't even get one prophecy right, yet they were saying that God was going to bless America, God was going to bless Britain. Now this was while during at Gay Pride, they were mocking the anointed Messiah, the Son of Man. They were mocking him at Gay Pride. Yet these prophets never cared. The church never cared. This is God's going to bless Britain when she leaves Europe. You know, he's going to bless her. And I was making videos saying no, he's going to curse Britain based on the dream I had in 2015 of God sending an earthquake. It was brilliant in my dream. I saw the earthquake hitting the ground. And you look back at all my videos, and I remembered, I think it was February of 2000, the end, I think it's end of 2019, yes it was. And I remember making a video saying, I think I was deceived. Right, just same as Jeremiah, when Jeremiah says, Lord, Lord, you deceived me. The people are laughing at me. But in the end, Jerusalem fell in AD 70. When the prophets and soothsayers were saying, ignore God, we're in the money, ooh, we're gonna prosper. But in the end, Jeremiah was right. But I felt I was deceived. And you know something? This is in February. In March, the whole world was under lockdown because of COVID. And 2 years we've been under lockdown because of COVID. But wait for the shock. You had fires out of nowhere. You had flood. You had the pandemic. But I had another dream. God saying he's going to destroy the economy. Right? And you look around the world. Wait for the shock. Wait for the shock. You know, I've had other prophecies too, which I've shared with friends and family. But do you know something? The prophets, the fake prophets were saying, oh, like TB Joshua and Kenneth Copeland, they're going to blow COVID away. But I knew it was a curse on the nation. And that's why I stood my ground. I says, no way, it's going to get worse. When COVID seemingly disappeared, even though the vaccine, people taking the vaccine and now getting serious side effects, right? But that's neither here or there, right? But then you had monkeypox brewing in the background. But wait, then Russia invaded Ukraine. People can't see the hand, the invisible hand from heaven that's destroying human affairs. People think they're in control. We're arrogant. I was discussing this the other day. It was in my garden, and I said, look how tiny we are compared to the vast universe. So tiny, yet we think we're so important. We think we're so special, and we like this. In the scheme of things, we're nothing. We think we can outdo God. We think we're more powerful than God. And look at the world, the economy, the recession they reckon is going to happen at Christmas. Global economy, the cost of living. People are biting their toenails. They can't even afford to buy bread. And, Russia invaded Ukraine, right? And people were off in a panic while fighting to survive with the cost of living. And now America, as if she's possessed by the devil, as if America's possessed by the devil, decided that they're going to stir up Taiwan. They're going to stir them up like she's possessed by the devil. She knows she can't afford another war. She knows she can't afford it. And she knows this could be the battle of Magog. But still, right, this could be the final battle of Armageddon. But still, when the devil is in you, when you're possessed by the devil, then you're planning your own destruction. And God sits back and laughs. I said that there's going to be a curse on the nation. And you know something? Since Brexit, since COVID, since Russia invaded Ukraine, and now America, Nancy Pelosi causing trouble, right, with China and Taiwan, and they don't see the earthquake. That's what happens when you have natural eyes. You're not looking through spiritual eyes. You can see the connection. You can see what's going on. But these people, they can't see. The church is blind. You think to yourself, the church would see the connections of what's going on. We had COVID, fires, floods, Russia, Ukraine, China, Taiwan, all at the same time. Yet the church are so busy after your money. They're after your money that these people, right, they're silent on the subject. Why? When you're not in touch with God, you are left in the darkness. When you're not in touch with God, you are left in the darkness. And these people, they're not in touch with God. And that's why they're left in the darkness, having only, convenient fake prophecies regarding Donald Trump. And even that they failed. Even that they said the winds from heaven, the anointing from heaven, Donald Trump was going to win. And you know something? They all failed. All their prophecies failed. Why? For the simple reason they did not come from God. They did not come from God. It came from the devil, from a lying source. But now China and Russia are going to team up forces. Do you know what it means? Putin says that you don't want me to use nuclear war, because of nuclear weapons, because there are no winners. There will be no winners. It's like Mike Tyson fighting against Mike Tyson, fighting against himself. He knocks himself out. It doesn't make sense. There are no winners in this battle. There are no winners whatsoever, only losers. I do not know where this will go. All I know is going to get worse. There is a curse on the land, and the worst thing about it is, have you noticed, T.D. Jakes is quiet, Benny Hinn is quiet, Joel Osteen is quiet, Joyce Myers are quiet, Kenneth Copeland are quiet, Creflo Dollar is quiet. How is it they have nothing to say? These people, they claim they're walking side by side with God. All these Nigerian prophets, they're claiming they're hearing voices, but they're quiet. This is the proof that they are fake. If they can't tell you why it's happening, why there's a curse on the nation, they can't tell you. But you know something, you still follow them because you want to be deceived. It's nothing more than cult hero worship. You want to be deceived. These people can't even tell you why there's a curse on the planet. They can't even tell you. But they'll turn up to church with a silk tie and a silk suit and pimp you out your money. But they can't tell you why the nation is heading for recession, economic recession, why God is cursing the planet. When they were mocking him at gay pride and the church was quiet, had nothing to say, I was in tears. Now, you know, I used to argue with my Seventh-day Adventist friend. He never cared either. Seventh-day Adventist, he never cared. You know, and I said, look at them mocking Jesus at gay pride, and nobody cared. I almost cracked up. And that's the reason why I had that dream in 2015 of an earthquake. And the government was cursed. Everything that they spoke about will end up going wrong. Look at Britain. Look at Britain. By changing one leader to another. You've never seen Britain in such disarray, such confusion. And I will post the links in, you know, of the videos I've made. And please look at the dates and times as well. When I post it, look at this screenshot that I took of the dates and times. Because at the end of the day, if God is speaking through you, right, then it will come true. If the devil is talking through you, then you can guarantee everything you say will fail. And that's the reason why many false prophets in Britain and America, all the church leaders and false teachers are quiet. The world is spinning on a pin. The earth is spinning on a pin. But you know something? The churches are quiet. Why? Why the church is quiet? They'll take your money off you, but they can't even tell you what's going on in the heavenly realms. But they'll take your money off you. Oh, it's getting too hot in here. I'll turn the fan off because I want to make this video. So I'm really boiling. The weather's going to reach in the 40s, so it's getting quite hot, right? But I don't know how it's going to end, but I do know one thing. When God is angry, God is angry. You thought it would end with COVID, and then another virus came, another mutant came, and then the inevitable, Russia invaded Ukraine. But that wasn't enough. As if America was possessed by demons, then they went to stir up Taiwan, knowing full well it will cripple the American economy, knowing full well, you know, the Bible called them warmongers. They make money from war. They love this kind of bloodshedding. The Bible tells you, the Bible called them warmongers. And they don't see that God is sitting back. Sit at my right hand while I make your enemies your footstool. This is in the Psalms, referring to obviously Christ on the cross and how he would be resurrected, sitting at the right of the Father, and obviously his enemies, you know, being made his footstool. But it's also referring to the church who are in Christ. They mocked us at gay pride. But you know something? They will pay for what they have done. I stood by my words. While all the churches were saying God's going to bless Britain, and I said no, he's going to curse it. Base it on a dream I had. It was too powerful. Even in my dream, in the spirit, I was taken to 10 Downing Street, and I was watching the government on the table. In this dream, everything they did turned out wrong, and the government turned to each other and they asked the question, why are we cursed? And in this dream, I said, because you're persecuting the church. You can't even preach the gospel. And look at the wars now. Rumors of wars taking place all over the world. You know, the world is in a crisis, yet the church is quiet. If that don't tell you something, I don't know what will.